Hey, I'm your host, Jen Wheeler, and this is the Healthy Her podcast. I'm a teacher, author, and foodie who went from being addicted to sugar, skipping meals, and struggling to get in control of my eating, to someone who is 10 kilos down, eats all the yummy foods without restriction, and is finally in control of my hunger. I'm obsessed with helping other health-conscious women ditch the confusion and overwhelm so they can cultivate healthy eating habits and truly thrive. The Healthy Her podcast was created to give you real talk about healthy eating, as well as easy, actionable tips that fit seamlessly into your busy lifestyle. I'm not just your host. Think of me as your healthy eating hype gal, your personal cheerleader as we chat all things healthy eating, weight loss, and mindset mastery, so you can become the healthiest, happiest version of you. So if you're ready to ditch the guilt, reclaim your confidence, and unlock the very best version of you, then you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Healthy Her podcast. I hope that wherever you're listening to this today, that, you've got I don't know whether it's on the treadmill or you're out for a walk, that you're just finding a little bit of time to yourself, because I know how hard that is for today's busy modern woman, just to find those, little moments of peace and joy and calm. So I hope that wherever you are listening to today's episode, that you're multitasking, as us gals do, that you're multitasking and listening to the potty, but also doing something small for yourself at the same time. Just before I jump into today's episode, if you are feeling stuck, so if you are feeling like you haven't achieved the goals that you set for yourself in January and you feel like the year is over and you may as well just give up and set New Year's resolutions next year, please don't. You can register for my free exclusive masterclass. I'll pop the link down below, and you can also find all of the links over on my Instagram at The Active Bod. And in this free masterclass, I am going to tell you exactly why what you have been doing isn't working, what your biggest blockers to success are, and the exact steps that you need in order to start getting results. I hold nothing back. I'm spilling all the tea in this free masterclass because I genuinely want to help you look and feel better, because I know once you get to that point, you'll just never look back and you'll be able to just say, why did I waste so many years of my life on all of the wrong things? So if you're feeling stuck and you're not where you want to be, and, you wish you'd done more and achieved more of your goals from January, please don't. That's what this masterclass is for. It is all about getting you unstuck and back on the right path to success. So don't forget to register for my free masterclass. Now, as you know, one of my big things with the Healthy Her podcast is I want to have these conversations with you that I truly wish that when I was trying to better myself and work on myself and eat healthy and lose weight, that someone had these conversations with me, because it is so much more than the food that we eat. I would say, in hindsight, looking back now, I would say that the food was I don't know, maybe 20%. And it's the rest of the stuff that is the most important part of not only you achieving the results that you want and having success, but also being able to maintain those things and understand and be able to maintain your new lifestyle. So I always want to be having these conversations with you, because I feel like, with social media and advertising and things like that, we're only just sort of told about we've got to eat this and this is the food and calorie deficit, but there is so many more other parts that you need to understand in order to live your best life, to feel healthy, to feel amazing. And I just genuinely want that for you. So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the impact that your environment has on your healthy eating and your daily habits. Now, I want to start off by talking to you about the power of being in the wrong environment. 99% sure that just about every single one of you listening to this is going to be able to relate to this at some point, whether you've been at work, at a family event, at a friend's place, at your cousin's house, at your partner's house. You are most likely going to be able to relate to this, where someone has said something along the lines of this to you. What are you eating that for? Are you on a diet? You should have some dessert. Why are you not eating that? Should you be eating that? I don't think that that's very good for you. Do you really need to have an extra slice of that cheesecake? As women, we have all been questioned. And the sad thing is, it's not just at some point, it's at multiple points. Like I know for myself, multiple times in my life, I have been questioned by other females about my food choices. Okay. And at its core, like I don't believe there's no harm. I don't believe that women set out to hurt other women by asking, but it's because we are so focused on food and calories in our bodies and all those kind of things that when another woman is doing something that's a bit different or outside of what they normally do, we're all in there. We're like, well, what are you eating that for? Or why are you not having dessert? Or like, should you be eating that? Or do you really need that extra slice? And so being in those wrong environments where people are questioning your decisions all the time, that's why the wrong environment is so not good for you. It is not going to help you achieve your goals if you are constantly being questioned by the people that are around you. And to be honest with you, I would say I found it the most and I would experience it its highest level when I started to change my lifestyle. So when I went, you know what, I'm a bit sick of myself. I don't like myself. I feel sluggish. I'm tired. Like I'm not eating well. Like I know that I'm not at my peak. Like I know I'm not showing up as the best version of myself. And one of the things that I really got into, like meal prepping my food. And so I would take my meal prep to work. It was always a big topic of conversation is my meal prep. What are you eating? Did you make that? Like, do you eat that for a couple of days? Like, why are you doing that? The other big one would be when I wasn't eating something. So if I was at work or at an event and it might have been it was like 10 o'clock and, there was this huge big spread of morning tea and I wasn't eating it. The questions that would come out in that environment. Are you not having anything? Why are you not eating? You should have something. Jen, have something. But the thing is, because I am so 100% rock solid in how I eat, how I choose to eat. And please let me just stipulate on this. These situations is not me going, well, I'm just going to be good and I just won't have any of the donuts at morning tea. No way. If I want a donut at morning tea, I will eat that donut. I will enjoy that donut. I will lick my fingers afterwards and enjoy every single moment of eating that donut. But I'm also 100% rock solid in the fact that if you stick food in front of me now and I'm genuinely not hungry, probably because, like I said, if it's 10 o'clock, I would have just had, like a high protein breakfast, like the Real Nourish protein crumble, or I'll have a big bowl of oats with protein powder. And I genuinely feel full. So I don't need to eat that just because it's put in front of me. I'm not hungry. So I am that rock solid in my food choices that I'm not going to go and say, I need to eat this just because you've given it to me, or feel bad because I'm not eating it. And that's where it's very hard when you are in the wrong environments, because the wrong environments make it very difficult for you to show and for you to do the behaviors that you want to do. So you think about it, like I'm not going to lie, in those moments, obviously not now because like I said, I'm rock solid in my food decisions and how I eat and when I eat, and I don't need to eat because someone else told me to. But at that time, it made me feel anxious. Like I felt quite anxious and a bit nervous. And why are you not eating that, Jan? And I'd be sort of like, oh, okay, well, and I'd sort of think, maybe I better just have something. Like I'll just have something so then people won't question me or things like that. Or I kind of got very good at saying, I've just eaten, or yeah, I'll take some with me, or I'm going to have some later. And like I said, it's not because I didn't want it. Like I'm just at that point with my food journey that if I want to eat something, I'll damn well eat it. If I don't want it because I'm genuinely not hungry, I'm not going to eat it just to satisfy someone else. And the issue with being in those wrong environments is it makes you question yourself. Like I said, it definitely made me question myself. It definitely made me go, oh, well, should I just eat something, or should I just do this to keep that person happy? When in reality, I should just be confident in the food choices that I'm making for myself and not feel the need to make someone else happy, eating what they're eating because they're feeling guilty about eating that thing because they're trying to work on themselves. So it is a whole complex situation, but this is why the environment that you get yourself in and the environment that you surround yourself with is so important, especially when you're trying to level up, especially when you're trying to lose weight, and especially when you're trying to create a healthy lifestyle. Because unfortunately, women don't mean poorly of us. They don't. Like, I truly don't believe that women say to you, like, well, just have some dessert, have another cookie. Why are you not eating? I don't believe they mean harm in that. The way that I always looked at it was, when people are saying those things to me, it is a reflection on them and their beliefs around themselves and their food, and they're just reflecting it on me. So if a person's out to dinner and they're having a huge dessert and they're like, come on, have dessert, eat dessert. Why are you not eating dessert? Come on, just have a piece of dessert. It's got nothing to do with me. It's the fact that that person wishes that they had the willpower that I had to say no to the dessert that night. That's all it comes down to. So, being around people that are not questioning your every move is so, so important. So we've just sort of talked about why the wrong environments are not good for us. So I want to talk about why it's really important and that it can have a huge impact on you when you get yourself into the right environments and around women doing the things and working on the things that you want to. Now, here's a little funny thing, and I think I may have mentioned this once on the podcast before, but a big thing that I have learnt, and it's not only in my own experience, but also with other women that I work with, especially through the Healthy Eating Hype Girl membership, is at first, people will ask you why you are doing it. They will. They'll say, why are you doing that? Why are you losing weight? Why are you meal prepping? Why are you eating that? Why are you not eating that? And then they'll ask you how you did it. It's just the way it is. They will question everything that you are doing, and then they will say, hey, how did you do that? So there's always two sides to the story. So, if you're being questioned a lot, don't worry that when you get to the other side and you reach your goal, everyone will be asking you how you did it. Okay, so number one about why it is so important to get in rooms with women working on the things that you want to be working on. One is because, and this is probably, I'd say probably up there with one of the main reasons, is that when you do, it allows you to practice those behaviors without the outside interference from others. Okay, I'm going to say it again. So when you're in those rooms, so for example, when you're in the Hype Gal membership, you get to practice the behaviors that you want to do and that you want to learn without the outside influence of others. And when I'm talking about outside influence, it's all those examples that I just gave you a couple of minutes ago. It's the colleague from work. It's your bestie. It's your mum. What are you eating that for? Or why are you not eating that? Or you don't need to diet, or you don't need to. When you get questioned about things all the time, you start to second guess yourself. You start to self-doubt yourself. Even if you know and you're doing all the right things, that self-doubt starts to creep in. So when you are in environments of women doing the things that you want, it gives you a chance to show those behaviors. So whether that's meal planning, meal prep, regular walks, drinking more water, you get the opportunity to practice those skills in an environment where no one is going to question you. Okay? No one's going to ask you why you're doing it. No one's going to just keep questioning you and asking you the same things over again, so you have to justify yourself all the time. It gives you the chance to show and practice those behaviors over and over again without that outside influence and without those outside comments from our loved ones, our friends, our family, and those people that are around us. Are you ready to step into a vibrant community of health-conscious women where your journey to helping feel easy begins? Welcome to the Healthy Eating Hype Gal community, your ultimate destination for mastering your relationship with food and embracing a healthy lifestyle. As a busy working mum who's lost 10 kilos, I've been through it all and I understand the struggle. That's why I'm here to teach you the exact steps and tools I use to lose weight, conquer my mindset and thrive, all while juggling the demands of everyday life. Say goodbye to no more confusing fad diets or overwhelming nutrition advice. In this community, I'll guide you through the maze of weight loss and healthy eating and explain it to you in a way that finally makes sense. From easy, family-friendly meal plans to my exclusive calorie deficit quick guide, monthly masterclasses, plus so much more, so you can finally make healthy eating an achievable lifestyle without restriction. It's time to ditch the confusion and overwhelm for good. Join today and kickstart your journey to a healthier, happier you. There's no perfect time to start. Let's make your wellness dreams a reality. Number 2 of why you need to get in environments with women doing the things that you want to do. There is so much research about this, particularly around like business. If you are someone that gets in a room and starts being around other people in business that are doing the things that you want to do, there is so much research on this that it significantly increases your chances of success. Literally just by being in the same room as someone that is doing the thing that you want to do. Okay. Or it could be following their journey on social media. Like literally just being around them, absorbing what they're doing, seeing what they're doing, listening to the way that they speak, the habits that they do every day. You are significantly increasing your chances of success. And if you're not doing everything perfectly yet, you are increasing your chances of success just by being around a successful person. I mean, I'm sure many of you have probably heard the saying, the top 5 people that you surround you with determine your future. Like it's the reality, your top 5 people, whether that's a partner, a friend, a colleague, whoever those top 5 people are, just have a think about it for a moment. Are those the top 5 people? So when I'm saying this to you, who are those top 5 people that automatically just pop into your head? Are they supporting you? Are they bringing out the best in you, or are they questioning you? Are they not bringing out the best in you? So, it's not just your environment, but it's also those people that you surround yourself with. Number 3, and I really love this one, it shows you what's truly possible for you. So for the girls in the Healthy Eating Hype Gal membership, they get to see what's possible for them. They actually get to physically see it. So when they jump into our Facebook community and one of the Hype Gals, has just lost 13 kilos and she's, then telling us that she's a busy working mum and that she's juggling 6 kids this week and she's just hit her 13 kilo weight goal and she's still got more to lose, but that's what she's hit right now. And then there's another one who injured her foot at work and she's just hit 6 kilos and she's just kind of doing what she can and making it work. When you get in those environments, you get to see what's possible for you. You get to actually physically see these women doing these things that you want to do. Even if you're not at the point yet where, you've mastered all the bits and you're walking and you've got your calorie deficit and, you're doing all the things, you're still getting that constant reminder of what is truly possible for you when you see other women succeed. Because when we go it alone, we get into our own heads. We get into our own heads and we're like, oh, well, I can't do this and my life's too busy and I've got too much on and I'm never going to be able to make myself a priority and it's just not going to happen. And whereas you get in that Facebook group and you can see there's other women doing and achieving the things that you want to do. And cool thing is they've got all the other stuff going on that you have too, and they're still making it happen. So it gives you that motivation, that inspiration and that support and just keeps reminding you, especially on those days, those days where you second guess yourself, you can get in there, you can get in those environments, you can go, hey, you know what? Oh, okay. This is actually possible, even with all this other stuff that's going on in my life and my hectic life and my kids and work and all this stuff. I get to see what is actually truly possible. And number 4 about why it is so important to get yourself in rooms and environments with people, with women, working on the things that you want to do is negativity kills positivity and intention. You think about it, I'm sure that there's some time in your life where you are feeling really pumped, really inspired about something, whether it's a work thing, whether it's losing weight, whether it's writing a book or starting something new or joining a class or whatever that thing was, and someone crapped on it. Someone said something to you that made you go, oh, yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that, or maybe that's not a good idea. So negativity kills your positivity and your good intention. So if you're you could wake up in the morning and go and say to yourself, okay, I'm going to get up early and I'm going to go and do a walk before I go to work. And then the night before, your partner says something to you what are you setting your alarm for early? You don't have time for that. Can you see how literally within seconds, that negativity or that small negative comment is going to kill your positivity and your good intention that you were going to go for a walk? You need to be surrounded by people that are positive, that have good intentions, because what happens then, you go, oh, yeah, actually, you know what? He's right. I really sort of don't have time for that tomorrow and I've got to get the kids to school and I've got that extra work thing on. And so I just won't do it. People always have a comment on what other people are doing, and it kills our inspiration and our motivation. So from today's episode, I really just want you to have a think about your environment. If weight loss and healthy eating and, feeling your vibrant, most healthiest, happiest, best self, if that is your goal and if that is the person that you want to be, what environments are you putting yourself in? Are you surrounding yourself with negativity, with negative people, with people that always question your decisions? Or are you putting yourself in rooms and in environments with other women doing the things that you want to do and, working on the things? Same as well too, like it comes down to your social media feed. Like who is on your social media feed? Who are you following? That's an environment too. Like what environment are you exposing yourself to? Is it all, like quick fixes and weight loss shakes? Is that what's on your feed? Or are you, surrounding yourself with positivity and people that are working on themselves and that are trying and that are supporting other women? So your environment is so many different things that you do every single day. It's not just your physical environment. It can be your social media feed. It can be your friends. It can be work colleagues. So really just have a think about what environments you're putting yourself in, because if you can change your environment and put yourself in environments with women that are working on the things that you want to do, you significantly increase your chances of success. You can also do things like join a community, like find a friend that you can buddy up with, maybe a family member, and commit together. Perhaps your partner, like you and your husband or like partner may go on a bit of a health kick and a weight loss journey together. You can find those environments too in your immediate circle if that's something that works for you. But just on that, I just want to say this one thing, and it's this. If you're going to find your environment in like your immediate circle, whether that's your friends, your partner, a family member, it is very important to note that this is not about you relying on someone else to motivate you. So if you are wanting to change your environment and be around people working on the same things as you, this isn't about you going, oh, well, I'll just get a girlfriend that wants to work on her healthy eating and her weight loss too, and we'll go to the gym together and like I'll just kind of rely on her and she'll motivate and inspire me. Big, fat no. This is something I learned on my own journey, is you cannot base the way that you show up on the way someone else shows up, because I'm telling you, it will fall apart in seconds, because your girlfriend will cancel on you, her kids will get sick. You have to do the things because you want to do the things. Okay, so you can still have that environment. You can still have those people around you that support you and that are working on their goals. That might be someone that you've met at the gym or a friend from Pilates. It could be a colleague at work who you've noticed, she's trying to eat better and look after herself and those kind of things. And you can buddy up with her and have a conversation. But at the end of the day, anything that you do, you still have to do for yourself, because I've been stuck in that loop where I would rely on friends to get me to the gym. Or like if we'd all planned to go and do something together and then the other two bailed, and then what happens to me? Oh, okay, well, I just won't go tonight. I won't go to the gym class that we all said that we'd go to because they can't go. So just be careful that you don't get stuck in a loop where you're actually relying on other women to motivate and inspire you, because at the end of the day, you can't rely on them. You are the only person that you can rely on. I hope you enjoyed listening to today's episode. And like I said, just have a real think about your environment, who you're surrounding yourself with, because if you are feeling stuck or you just can't seem to find that consistency that you want with healthy eating and with your exercise and your daily habits, look at your environment, because it can have such a huge impact. And I mean, also too, like, congratulations for listening to this podcast, because this is one of those positive environments. There is no judgment. There is no negativity, only support and positivity. So if for now, all that you can do is listen to an episode each week of the Healthy Her podcast, you are well on your way to putting yourself in environments where women are working on the things that you want to achieve. Thank you so much for listening. If you love the potty, don't forget to leave a review, and I'll see you all in our next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to another empowering episode of the Healthy Her podcast. If you enjoyed today's chat and found it helpful, hitting that follow or subscribe button would be amazing, because your support means the world to me. Come connect with me on Instagram @theactivebod for your daily dose of inspiration and for loads of new easy meal ideas.
Take care and keep thriving. See you next week.